I'm in Salad and I saw Scooby Doo and the Loch Ness Monster. It is directed by Scott Gerald. If you haven't seen this, I will spoil it for you. Sponsored by my Fansly. You can learn more about that after the review. This movie starts with the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster exists, actually. There seems to be a culture of trying to prove that the Loch Ness Monster does in fact exist. And what's interesting about this is that Scooby and gang are going to the Loch Ness. I didn't know Loch Ness was a lake until Scooby Doo. I was like, wait, what is Loch Ness? Why is it called Loch Ness? I guess I never really stopped to think about it, honestly. But they're going to the Loch Ness and they are in Scotland. I really like the paintings of Scotland that is here. It's so beautiful. It's like, oh, I'm looking at like a photo, kind of like a painting photo. It looks so nice. And also I really like the little castle that they're at. Scooby and Shaggy, right? They're usually like, oh, we're going to be eaten, right? We're big old eaters. However, they're prepared to eat, and this is kind of makes me sad. So this person comes up with a plate of food and is like, hello, here is the food. Guess what it is? Well, it's a sheep's stomach with liver and diced kidney or something like that. And of course they wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat any stomach, liver, or kidney. I wouldn't eat any internal organs. I only eat the muscles of animals. Unless they put whatever is in hot dogs, I also eat that too. I guess technically the sleeve of a hot dog, like in a traditional hot dog, could be like a sheep intestine. Oh, this is a non-tangent. Speaking of sheep intestine, did you know that there's condoms made out of sheep intestines? I learned this like a few years back and I was like, oh wow, very interesting. Like if you're allergic to latex, then you can use a sheep intestine. That sounds terrifying. I'm lucky I don't have to use a sheep intestine as a condom, but anyway, back to Scooby Doo. What's interesting about this trip is we have a Loch Ness Monster that is in the water and a Loch Ness Monster that's on land, and it's like, why is there a Loch Ness Monster on the land? Like, yeah, why is that? I thought it was just a lake monster, really. So, you know, they're on a boat. We have Scooby and Shaggy have the van and they're driving around. I like the little joke of no scratches, and then they immediately scratch the van. Well, they're being chased by the Loch Ness Monster who's on land and then lands on the boat and doesn't destroy the boat, surprisingly. A very sturdy boat that they're on. And I also really like the part where now we have the Loch Ness Monster is chasing the Scooby Gang. Also, I should mention, the Loch Ness Monster seems to be 3D animation versus everything else is 2D animation. You can tell there's like this, the way that it's animated, right? It's too smooth. It's too clean compared to the 2D animation of Scooby Doo. Also, I really like knowing which objects are about to be animated because, especially in Scooby Doo, the backgrounds are like painted versus when Fred is trying to open this door that leads to underneath the boat or something. Why is there a door underneath the boat? But anyway, he tries to open it. That little block there is supposed to be animated because it's flat. It's a flat color. And also anything else that's supposed to be animated cell shaded versus the backgrounds are like paintings, like they're colored with like gradient backgrounds, because man, I like the Scooby Doo backgrounds, especially in this one. Honestly, I kind of was sad when it turned out that the Loch Ness Monster, or at least one of them, because there's like two, there's one on land, one in the water. The one on land turns out to be like this guy trying to like scare everyone. It's like, ooh, I'm just trying to scare you. And he gets arrested. That's nice. He's trying to scare people out. It's kind of like the Monster of Mexico. Similar situation where you have someone trying to scare a bunch of people away so that they can have a thing that they want. And also the Loch Ness Monster, there's photos and they prove that it exists. And I'm like, oh, so you guys just came there to prove that the Loch Ness Monster exists? You know, I'm kind of sad. Why? Why did you just go just to prove it exists? Velma is like, oh, I need to do more research. Also, I really like the little back and forth between the characters in this movie. Like, you can clearly see that Shaggy does not listen to Velma at all, which is honestly awesome. And there's a little bit of like talking, a little bit of talking in between each character that isn't just like strictly about the mystery. There's a little bit of personality in all of their characters, which I like. And the nice colors of the color, it's not a lot of colors honestly at night. In the daytime there's a few colors, but at nighttime there's like a nice little dark palette that I like. Other than the dark color palettes, and I like the Scooby Gang's like little interplay, I honestly would have to give this movie a solid like 6.5 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTuber likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you can fast track a movie review at patreon.com/ASEPresents for $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month, $3 a month, how to draw Pokemon tutorials, all at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree to find the way that you can help support the daily grindiness. So go here, and until next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my salad croutons, bacon bits.